A very good morning, students. Today we are going to learn properties of division. So let's start. First property is dividing a number by itself is equal to 1. Let I give you an example to understand this first property. What is the property saying? If we divide a number by itself, it means if we divide a number by the same number, what we will get as an answer? 1. How? Just see an example. Suppose I have 3 balls and there are 3 boys there. I have to divide these 3 balls among these 3 boys. So what will happen here? I give 1 ball to 1 boy, second ball to second boy, third ball to third boy. Then how many ball will get each boy? Each boy will get only 1 ball. So this is the first property. When we divide a number by itself, the answer will be 1 there. For example, if I have 729 and if I divide it with itself, that is the same number, what I will get as a answer? 1 here. Similarly, if I have 10 and I have to divide it by itself, then again answer will be 1 here. Whatever I am going to teach you in this video, you have to write down the all in your notebook as well. The second property is here, dividing 0 by any number is equal to 0. Now what it means? If we divide 0 by any number, for example, I have to divide 0 by any number. You can take any number. I am taking here 17. So let's see what will be the answer come. Now in the second property, this is the first property. In the second property, I have no ball. And there are 3 students again waiting for a ball, that they will get a ball from me. But as see, I have a 0 ball here. I don't have any ball. Is it possible that they will get any ball from me? No, because I have no ball, then the boy will not getting any ball in this case. So they will not get any ball. So what will be the result here? They will get 0 ball. It means no ball at all. So when we divide 0 by any number, what we will get as an answer? 0 only. Again, if I divide 0 by another number, suppose I am taking 1999. So what will I get as an answer? 0. So this is the second property. When we divide 0 by any number, the answer will be 0 only. Third property is dividing a number by 1 is equal to the number itself. If we divide a number, any number, suppose I am taking 54. If I divide it by 1, then what will be I get as an answer? Let I understand you by giving an example. Third property. If I have 2 balls and I have to divide these 2 balls to 1 boy only, then how many balls will this boy get? Because I have 2 balls and there is only 1 boy, then this boy will get 2 balls. That is the number itself. So now you can understand this one. Third property. When we divide a number by 1, what we will get as an answer? The number itself. Similarly, if I write here 739 and if I divide this number by 1, what I will get as an answer? The number itself, that is 739. Now our last property is dividing any number by 0 is not defined. It means what this property is saying here, if I divide any number 999 by 0, the answer will be not defined. Not defined means not findable. So these are the properties of Division, how you are going to do this in your notebook? First write the date on the top of the page, then write the heading, properties of division. Then after that, one by one write each property as I am doing here. First write the first property, then example, then write the second property, example, then write the third property, example, then write the fourth property, example. Another thing which we are going to do this in this video, that is division of multiples of 10. So after completing this properties of division, write the another heading, that is division by multiples of tens. What we are going to do here, we divide the number by the multiple of 10. First I will divide by 10. Then I will tell you how to divide, what we will get when we divide with 100. After that, when we divide a number by 1000. I'm explaining you by given example. I'm taking here example. When I divide 8, 3, 9, 4 by 10, what I will get? I will get quotient here 8, 3, 9 and remainder 4. I will explain you how this quotient and remainder will come. First I'm just giving you an answers what will come. Similarly, if I divide the same number 8394 by 100, I get quotient here 83 and remainder 94. Similarly, if I do the division of the same number 8394 with 1000, I get quotient 8 and remainder as 394. Now we are going to find how these quotient and remainder is coming. For explaining this, you know how to expand a number, the expanded form, you know how to write the expanded form of a number. So just write the expanded form of this one. 8000 plus 300 plus 90 plus 4. Now as we have to divide these numbers by 10, so if I'm going to divide this number by 10, what will I get? As 8000 is greater than 10, so we can divide easily 8000 by 10. After dividing, what will we get here? 800. If I divide 300 by 10, again 300 is greater than 10, so it is also easily divide by 10. What I will get here? 30. If I divide 90 by 10, again 90 is greater than 10, so it is also get divide by 10. What I will get here? 9. But if I'm going to divide 4 by 10, which is not possible because 4 is smaller than 10, that's why I get a quotient here 800 plus 30 plus 9. What is that? 893 as a quotient and 4 as a remainder. So with the help of this explanation, you can write the direct answer as well. When we are going to divide this 10, what I will get as a quotient 839 and remainder will be 4. Similarly, I will explain you in this as well. Again, we will write this as an in expanded form. 8000 plus 300 plus 90 plus 4, and we have to divide this number by 100. So we are going to divide this number by 100. Now see, 8,000 is greater than 100, so it get easily divided by 100. By dividing, how much we will get? 80 here. 300 is divided by 100. It is also possible because 300 is greater than 100. After dividing, what will we get here? 3. But when we have to divide 90 by 100, is it possible? No, because 90 is smaller than 100, so it does not get divided. Same for the 4 as well. 4 is also not get divided by the 100 because 4 is less than 100. So what I will get as a quotient? 83 as I get a quotient, and remainder, because these two numbers are not get divided by 100, so this will be a remainder. Remainder will be 94. Now you easily understand how these quotient and the remainders are coming here. In this case also, we are going to first write the expanded form. And we have to divide this number by 1000. 8,000 is greater than 1000, so it is possible to divide it. After division, what we will get here? 8. But when we come to 300, which is smaller than 1000, so it is not possible to divide 300 by 1000. So it will not get divided by 1000. Again, 90 is also smaller than 1000. It will also not get divided by 1000. And 4 is also less than 1000. It will also not get divided by 1000. So what I get as a remainder here? 8 only. Sorry, quotient I will get here 8, and remainder I will get 300 plus 90 plus 4, that is 394 as in remainder. So now you will understand, if we have to divide a number by the multiple of tens, whether it is 10, 100 or 1000, what will be your quotient and what will be your remainder. So with the help of this explanation, first do all this in your notebook. First, the properties of division. After completing this, do this one, divide by multiples of 10. Write all the things which I'm explaining you in this video. After completing this work in your notebook, do your homework.